Hello children, how are you? Welcome to your literature class of Standard 3. If you remember, last class we finished chapter 5, the explanation, and today we will do the exercises of the same chapter. Do you remember the name of that chapter? Yes, it is The Tale of Peter Rabbit. Now, I hope that you all are sitting with your pencils and books. Take out page number 64. There you can see making connections. So these questions are going to make your connections with the chapter. So let's read what is there in quick answers. Put a tick against the sentences that are true and a cross against those that are false. So first sentence is, before that let me explain this. There are sentences over here and you have to put tick if the sentence is true and a cross if the sentence is wrong, if it is false. Okay, so the first sentence is Peter obeyed his mother. Children, if you remember the story, Peter never followed his mother's instructions. So this sentence is not true, it is false. So what we'll do? We'll put a cross in the box just given beside this sentence, right? Now come to the next question, question B. Mrs. Rabbit went out to buy some bread. So this sentence is correct. So you will put a tick in the box given beside this sentence. Okay. Now come to the next sentence. Question C. Mr. McGregor was happy to see Peter. Was Mr. McGregor happy to see Peter? No, he got angry, right? So this sentence is false. So you will put a cross in the box given beside that sentence. Now come to this next question D. Peter hid underneath a flower pot. So if you remember that Peter hid into a can. So this sentence is false. So you put a cross in the box. Okay. Now come to the next question. Question E. Mr. McGregor tried to catch Peter with a sieve. If you remember children, Mr. McGregor tried to catch Peter with the help of a sieve when he got caught in a gooseberry net. So this sentence is also true. So you'll put a tick in the box given beside this sentence. Now come to the next sentence. Question F. Peter had some bread for dinner. So if you remember, Peter did not have anything for bread. He had only chamomile tea. So this sentence is false. So we'll put a cross in the box given beside this sentence. So that's all. Now move to the next question. Now come to next page, page number 65. Let's read question number 2. Circle the things that Peter ate in Mr. McGregor's garden. In your book children, you can see that there are pictures given and you have to circle the things that Peter ate in Mr. McGregor's garden and leave the things that Peter did not eat in his garden. So let's start. First thing is parsley. Did Peter eat parsley? No, he did not. He went in search for parsley, but he could not eat parsley. So we will leave this. Then come to blackberries. Peter did not eat blackberries also because it was not in Mr. McGregor's garden. His siblings went to gather blackberries down the lane, but he did not go with them. Next thing is lettuce. The first thing that Peter ate in Mr. McGregor's garden was lettuce. So this, you will circle this picture, the name. Then next thing is French beans. Yes, Peter ate French beans also. The second thing that he ate was French beans. So we will circle this picture also. Then come down, cabbages. Did Peter eat cabbages? No, he did not eat cabbages. When he went in search for parsley, he saw Mr. McGregor planting cabbages, but he did not eat. So we will leave them. Then the last one is radishes. The last thing that Peter ate was radishes. So we will circle this. And that's all. Now move to the next question. Now come to next page, page number 66. We'll do word wall. Let's read the question. What is there in the question? Question number 1. Mr. McGregor loved gardening. Here is a list of fruits, vegetables and flowers that he had in his garden. In each list, spot the word that does not fit in and circle it. So here is the list of fruits, vegetables and flowers. Children, you have to spot the name of the fruits, flowers and vegetables that were not in Mr. McGregor's garden, and you have to circle them. Okay, so let's start. We'll start with the fruits column. Fruits. Blackberry. Blackberries were not there in his garden, so we will circle it. Strawberry was also not there in his garden, so we'll circle this also. Then pear was also not there, circle it. Pomegranate was also not there, circle it. Spinach was also not there. Then grape was also not there, circle. That means in fruits column, none of the fruits were in his garden. So we have circled all the fruits. Now come to vegetables column. Lettuce was there, so we will not circle, we will leave it. Then cauliflower was not there in his garden, circle it. Plum was also not there. Onion was also not there. And ladyfinger was also not there. Cabbage was there in his garden, so we will leave it. Then come to the flowers column. Daisy was not there in his garden. Rose was also not there. Lily was also not there. Parsley we will leave because it was there in his garden. Then marigold was not there. Then dahlia was also not there. So I have got this. Do it nicely with use your pencil. Okay children, before moving to the next question, did you notice that in last question, that is question number 1, we had spinach in the fruits list. That is actually a leafy vegetable, but since it was in the list, we have to solve it. Okay, so now come to the next question, and the question is, make sentences with the following words. There are 4 words given. I have written two sentences for each words. These are just examples. You can make your own sentences, and you have to write these sentences in your classwork copies as soon as you finish writing all the question answers of this chapter. So after that you can write these sentences. Okay, so let's start with the first word. The first word is squeezed, and the meaning of this word is to press something hard for a particular purpose. Okay, to press something hard for a particular purpose. And the sentences are, I squeezed the tube of toothpaste. And the next sentence is, I squeezed the bottle of sauce. Remember children, whenever you write any sentence, you underline the main word with which you are making the sentence. See, I have done with this. In both these sentences, I have underlined squeezed. Now come to the next word. The next word is rushed. The meaning of this word is to move or do something with a great speed. Okay. So let's see the sentences. The children rushed in the classroom as soon as the bell rang. And the second sentence is, the children rushed out to play. Okay. Now the third word is wriggle. If you remember in the story also, we had this word and we did the meaning of this word, no? The meaning of wriggled is to escape by twisting and turning. Okay. So the sentences, let's see the sentences. The rat wriggled out of the trap. Or second sentence is, the butterfly wriggled out of my hands. Okay. And the last word is jumped. Let's see the sentences with this word. The lion jumped into the well. The next sentence is, when I saw my new bicycle, I jumped up with excitement. In both these sentences, I have underlined the main words. Okay. So you will also do in the same manner. Okay children, that's all for today. Take care. Bye-bye.